Hello, welcome back to our environment project. Alright, so we finished our two chandeliers. You can see them hanging up there. I went ahead and put like a frosted glass material on this, on these kind of jewel looking shapes that we have. And then this chandelier is still like that it is. I'm going to hide those for now in their own individual layers. So I'm in a duplicate of my column door wall segment over here. And for this one, what I'm going to do is modify it to be used in the corner for whenever the room makes a corner shape here. And then we're going to work on the wall that comes over here. So, this looking at the image, the column, everything is kind of the same all the way up to when the column right here will hit the wall right there. So, if we look at these things, we're going to keep everything pretty much how it is. I'm going to go ahead and grab all of these pieces that make up this top portion of the column. So grab all these pieces. Okay, so I have all of this stuff. So I'm going to Control D to duplicate them all, and Control G to group them, modify, center pivot. Alright, so now we're going to move this over here. And what's supposed to happen is we have a segment of the wall that kind of comes out like this. So it kind of has a stair step effect through here, and we're going to fill in all this space. And then this ceiling detail continues across the wall. And we have a second column also. So actually, let me just go ahead and duplicate the column also while I'm at it. So let me go ahead and I'll just grab all this stuff that makes up the column detail, including the piece that's on the wall. I think looks like that is also going to be needed. So we have all of that. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that and then group it, modify center pivot, and move it over here. And then we're going to move it forward like this. Okay, so we're going to have double columns through here. And I'm trying to look at the image and really gauge how this is laid out. It looks like the column is actually rotated 90 degrees this way. So we kind of have this, and then all this stuff on the side will kind of fill in the corners through here. Let's see here. Just trying to kind of get my bearings. Okay. So now what we're going to do is just grab all these individual pieces and just kind of pull them out this way. Same here. Grab any verts on the side, just kind of pull them out that way. So we're filling in this corner with this pattern of block shapes that we have. I'm not being too exact about it. Oops. Let's grab this piece. And all those little blocks through here we don't need anymore. Delete those. So we're just kind of pulling all that stuff to the side here. And we're going to kind of do the same with this side, because all this stuff will just kind of intersect at the corner. And these blocks we can kind of duplicate and fill in where the space is. So we have something like this. And then the bases here are going to do the same kind of thing. We can grab all those vertices and just pull them out that way, and then we grab all these vertices, just pull them out this way. They kind of intersect through here. Okay, we can maybe duplicate this piece, rotate it 90 degrees. Okay, it looks like there's like another, like a cube, and we're just going to kind of fill in this space in between the columns. Just kind of scale this up. Right through there. Have kind of a corner piece, and it's not perfect with the reference, but I just want to kind of fill in the space. So grab this corner and bevel that, give it a segment. We can kind of duplicate, Control D, duplicate this stuff, and I don't want the column. We can delete that, we can delete all this, and this whole pattern of details kind of extends across the room. So we can insert this in here somewhere. We can grab, okay, we can get rid of these, delete those, grab all this, and all this will kind of stretch across. And then these details, again, we'll need to fill in all the space that we have. So duplicate that, kind of move the whole group over here. And just kind of go across like that. Okay. And we can extend this as far as we need to. But what we want to do is mirror all of this stuff on the other side of the room. Just look at my reference and kind of get a sense of the width of the room here. I think this is actually pretty close. So I'm just going to, so I have all this in a group. I'm going to duplicate this group, move it over here, but I'm going to delete all this extra stuff we don't want because this part's already accounted for. So this is essentially the corner. So I want to mirror it, so -1 scale Z, like this. So I've mirrored it over. Just kind of fit it in. So all these little blocks that are hidden, we can get rid of those. And we'll also need the other corner here. Duplicate that. And we'll fit that into place. Something like that. Okay. So this is our front of the room. And it's going to have kind of a arch that goes up and around like this. And we're going to have a couple doors in here and so on. We can also, let's see, let's go ahead and just grab this piece for the baseboard and duplicate it and move it into place just so we have something down there. I try to make use of a lot of parts as much as I can, kind of reuse things where needed. So we'll duplicate that, move it over here. Okay, we're not quite in line, it looks like, so we'll need to fix that because this should be lined up. Oh yeah, we're way off. I think it's just this group needs to be forward. So it's more something like this. So in that case, we do need some more pieces up here. Fill in this space. Get rid of that one. Alright, that's better. Okay, so we got our kind of door frame in place. And so yeah, looking at the reference again, the space between the columns in here, like this isn't actually accurate. I just wanted to reuse the piece just to get some use out of it. So at this point I'm diverging a little bit from the reference. Like the reference has two doors and then also like a big mirror right here. We might just go for two doors and kind of forget the mirror because I think our room is a little bit narrower, slightly, but we're definitely filling the space in. I think it's working out well. So let's save this. Alright, let's go to where we need a right view, right side view like this. Alright, so let's see what would be, what's this shape? I guess this is like a cylinder. So I'm going to create a cylinder and get rid of the caps. We'll keep the caps for a little bit. And we're going to position this here. And what I wanted to do is kind of scale it like this. So I'm looking for that kind of arch right through here. We can delete half of it like that. and I'm actually going to delete this edge in the middle. Edit mesh, delete, so we have this kind of straight piece. So now I can grab these, pull them over here, and grab these, pull these over here, something like that. Scale up. So we get something like this. Alright, let's see if we can get a good sense of what's going on up here in the picture. So it looks like we kind of have another piece like this. Let me duplicate this and move it over here. It kind of stretches out further, it seems, almost. But also it does not come out this way, it kind of stays straight. So with that in mind, I'm just going to go to the front view here, go to Mesh Tools, Multi-Cut, and just kind of hold Shift and click a line right through here. Kind of cut that straight like that. Then we can delete all of this. And we can probably delete all this too. So we just have this piece. I'm actually just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut it like a sliver through here. I'm going to make like a profile cut through here. Right through there. Okay. So I want to keep this kind of sliver of polygons. So modify, select, convert to faces, like that, and delete the rest of those. So we just have this piece like this. And then we can go to form, create lattice, kind of shape this a little bit. Something like that. We can delete the history, get rid of that. Alright, kind of getting a little too involved in the small details. Let's grab these vertices, pull them out this way, and then I'm going to grab this edge loop on the side here. I'm going to edit mesh, extrude, and just kind of pull them out, pull them straight back this way. And we're going to have to fill in this gap. I think this also needs to, we're just going to grab these and just do that, pull them in. So we kind of have this shape. go ahead and delete the history for this thing, modify, freeze transformations, get it all kind of squared away. Edit mesh, bevel. Definitely an ugly bevel for some reason. Let's go ahead and increase the segments and bevel it. We can grab this edge loop, probably don't need it. Edit mesh, delete, something like this. Okay. And duplicate this and scale -1 into the z-axis. We get a mirror copy. And put this over here for the other side. And then this piece, we'll need to do the same thing we did before with the other one. Just going to grab all these vertices and just yank them over here to fill in that space. And these two we can probably combine together. Mesh combine. And we can grab these two edges and bridge them. Edit mesh bridge. Take the divisions down to maybe 1. So we have something like this. Okay. Getting somewhere. I'm going to just hide this piece, I think. Control H to hide it. So this is just the end cap that we're worrying about right now. But yeah, I think we've definitely got some progress here. Now that I look at it, this could probably have just been a plane. Not really worried about all these, not really worried about this curving surface, just because we're not really going to see it since these pieces are in the way. Alright, well, let's go ahead and call this video done for now. Making some progress on the end cap of our room. Hope you're enjoying the process. Actually, now that I look at this, one thing I want to do is grab the column. Seems like the column needs to be more like this, you know? Let's go ahead and grab those pieces and move them similar. And if we're doing that, we might as well make this piece a little bit smaller also. So I can probably delete that, and we can just use this again. Let me go ahead and remove these pieces from this group. Select all of these. Shift P, that removes them from the group. So now I can select the group and not have those pieces in there. There. Delete that. Okay. Control D, -1 scale Z. Pull this back here. Okay. I think it looks a little better with that column pulled over to the side a little more. Plus we have a little more room here now. Okay. Let's save this and we'll call this video done for now. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying the process. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you later.